Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters. Okay, my name is Renaee Allen, and the title of my speech for today is Just Say No. Just say no. I know you're wondering, what do I mean by just say no? I used that title earlier, and my coworkers were like, just say no? What are you saying no to? Well, my no to is observe your body language. Just say no. Don't allow your body to do the talking for you. Use your words. And I come today to demonstrate why your words are more important than your body language. For instance, I have worked in VA in this office for 10 years. And I find it to be hilarious around January and February. And the reason I find it so funny is the length that people will go to avoid taking a simple flyer. I have chaired the Black History Month Committee for several years now. I'm not chairing it this year, but I have in the past. And every year, with several of my committee members, we go to the front lobby, we go to the I Street, and we pass out flyers to remind people that we have a program today. Well, it is so funny. I mean, if we could actually videotape it and send it into, what is it, world's funniest videos or whatever, I mean, I think we would win every time. Because people will actually trip over the stairs trying to get up, get past you. They will hit their fellow co-workers to get past. They will ignore you and almost walk into the wall to get past you. And all they have to do is say, no. Just say no if you don't want the flyer. You don't have to just go through all of that because you don't want to accept it. Just say no. And I always find myself laughing, and I know it irritates them because they know they're being laughed at because it's so obvious. Because everyone else come by, and some people are very polite, and they say, no, I don't want that. And I say, fine, that's fine. Just remember, or some people will say, well, we always get the email reminders, so I don't want to take the paper. Or some people say, I got it on my calendar, I'll be there, which is always nice. Just say no. Don't allow your body to do the talking for you. Another instance I experienced this past weekend. Well, not this past weekend. Actually, yesterday, I experienced it. I was leaving out of the building, and I was speed walking, trying to get to the bus. I realized that the traffic was so backed up that I had enough time to catch the bus I actually missed, right? So I speed walked a little faster. Got to the bus. I was so proud of myself because I caught that bus. I get on the bus. Of course, I looked around, noticed that my favorite seat has been taken, which is cool. We always have a second preference. Mine is the window seat. I prefer to go all the way in the back, but I will accept the window seat. I looked around, noticed there were no window seats, but this one. So I calmly go up to the young lady. Of course, she's in the standard position that you normally find when you're on the metro and the bus and people don't want to be bothered. What position is that? Slouch, eyes closed, arms crossed, and then they got the dreaded headphones in.
Yeah.
And I'm going like, oh, jeez. So I calmly tap, no response. And I'm going like, you gotta be kidding. This is the second stop. How you be asleep that fast? It's the second stop. So I decided what I was gonna do is not let it go. I was gonna let it go. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. It's the second stop. They have plenty of seats. It's just my preference. But I am no way gonna get to arguing on the bus because someone preferred to allow their body language to speak for them rather than saying, no, I don't want anyone sitting beside me, even though I paid my $5.50 just as they did. So I decided to just calmly go and sit on the aisle seat. However, it was very telling when I looked at my bus mates. They all were like, no, she didn't. With the head movements like, no, she didn't. Or like, what? And then some of them looking at me like, hit her. So, of course, I was not going to do that. I'm saying, hey, you pick your battles. You heard the older people say that? Pick your battles. It was not that important. So But, I'm sure later on, because the bus actually got, really filled up really quickly, by the third stop, the traffic was so bad. I got on the bus at 5:30. I did not arrive to my bus stop where my car was located until 7 o'clock. So that tells you how bad the traffic was. So, of course, the bus filled up. People were standing room only, so she eventually had to move over. But I simply say to people, if you don't want to be bothered with people on the bus or the metro, then simply sit near the window and go to sleep. But when you're sitting in the aisle seat, guess what? You're going to have to move over.
Yep.
So I'm here to say the importance of your words, to just say no. Why is it so important? Because if we teach our children early in life these simple 3 words, just say no, it could impact our health. It could impact our relationship in dealing with bullying. It could impact our acceptance of drugs, acceptance of alcohol, because they learn early on to be able to distinguish and be able to speak up, to say no, because it empowers them to be able to say no. But when you're passive aggressive and how you're using your body language, how you're expressing with your eyes, how you're putting your hands on your hip, well, first of all, I don't know what that means. So I'm sort of guessing, and it's my perception, and it may be the wrong perception. It just depends on the circumstance at that time. So I'm here to say to you today, use your words. Just say no. Don't allow your body to do the talking for you. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. What you bring up is very timely in the fact that we are going into autumn.
Yeah.
And people are wearing their coats and
Yeah.
their sweaters and their hats, and they pull them down, and they don't want to be bothered. They just want to get on the train or the bus or what have you and get warm and not be bothered. And that whole thing about where to sit when you get on the bus, there's some psychological things that you have to think about when you go through that. Yeah, but very, very, very good. Very good speech. Very good speech. Okay. Well, Miss Franklin.
Guess who showed up? Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening. I came from Chinatown.
No,
my
wow.
make yourself
my
at
new
home.
home.
Make yourself at home. This is Araya Franklin.
Hi, Ray.
Nice to meet you.
She is one of the co-founders of the 5 o'clock.
Oh,
Excellent.
Right.
okay.
I got your email, but I will read it at home.
Okay, wonderful.
So busy today.
Okay. So without any further ado,
Yeah.
Oh,
just
I didn't
started?
evaluate.
actually,
Icebreaker.
Renaee gave her speech,
What?
Yeah.
and it was a very
Yes,
good
that's
speech.
Oh,
Oh, I
actually, I
missed
got my
it.
notes.
Okay.
It was called Just Say No.
Just say
Let
no.
me turn this
I still
off
need
and turn
those.
it back on.
Yeah.